Good evening, all. Today's my topic is about implementation. Implementation part is applicable to each and every field. While it is coming to the part of manager's role, the implementation part takes great role, and especially when we are evaluating his performance sheet. So one has to give weightage on the fact whether manager performs his role very theoretically or really looks forward to applying fundamentals into practice, which is called implementation. Also, the appraisal should go a little further. In addition to basic managerial functions, a few other areas of equal concern we have to consider. Those are personality, cooperation, maturity, intelligence, loyalty, and also he should become a good trainer. And being human is the most essential ingredient. One of the interesting special areas of control is measuring critical human variables as the fact that human organizations of any enterprises make the most difference in achieving end results. Here I am talking about the positive results. So, to a very great extent, this is what the managing about. Every manager has some inherent skills, and of course, some skills are to be developed. What is the source? It is through education, training, consulting, magazines, books, research, etc. A few managers are really genius by birth. They do study and implement on their own. They do not need a push. They are proactive and self starters. This quality is known as initiative plus. Their critical path follows the stage from ignorance to knowledge and from knowledge to implementation. So, in these pictures, I have arranged a sheet where you can see the implementation part in a circle of chain so that you can understand what is the importance of the implementation, which depends upon the research, consulting, training, education, magazines, and books. And I also add those who are good implementers become experts in professionalism. However, their beginnings is with awareness only. So let us consider the different steps through which they travel. We will take as an example the case of a training manager. In this steps, the step 1 is awareness. Efforts are made by this training manager to know the qualities of a good trainer. So he is aspirant to become a training manager. So platform speaking skills are only appreciated for his position. He tries to find out what is happening around. However, his decision to become a good training manager is very firm. So here the training can be in any field. Again I'm saying it is not relevant to only one field. Only in an example I have taken as a speaking skill manager. You can take it in a garden, you can take it in any park where the old age people are conducting some group activities early in the morning. So likewise, even if you are dealing with your grandchild, whatever it may be, so you are managing something in your life, so it relates to the same example, but you can also apply in our own life. So the step 2 will be knowledge. He will collect books, magazines, and he reads because he is a good reader. He is able to apprehend fast. There is a thirst and hunger for knowledge. There is a strong belief that knowledge is power. This is his inner feelings. So this helped him a lot to become as per his chosen career. And the third step is application. Hence, he makes a difference. He applies his thoughts and knowledge, willing to overcome speed breakers. Some cost is paid for learning. A place where something is applied is studied with enthusiasm. Corrective actions are taken by him at the right moment. And the fourth step is expertise. Because of the application background, he becomes rich in knowledge. He is always in the company of experts. There is a combination of will and skill that we should not forget again. So, even if we have to sharpen our skill, we should have some will to prove that and to get that, right? So, there is a combination of will and skill here, and this is then compounded by opportunities. So, he never left a single opportunity, whatever he came across. He catches the expertise even finally. So, in step 5, professionalism, he stops applying and starts getting invitations. He is called and looked upon as a professional. He has world class standards as his final goals. You can also watch my chat, which I prepared about the knowledge, application, expertise, professionalism, and awareness. The first thing is awareness. By awareness, you can gain knowledge, and by gaining knowledge, you can apply that through application process. And then you can, by applying that, you can get expertise, and by expertising in it, you can also get professionalism in it. And you need not to apply as an employee, but you can also become an employer, and you can also give same positions or the highest positions in your office or workstations to someone else. So, as I said, it is not as easy as much as I mentioned here, but the challenging tasks also we need to consider. Management science is actually developing process, as the behavioral science give us better understanding of people, groups, cultural factors, leadership, motivation. We are better able to design environments for performance. Likewise, managerial techniques and tools are evolving rapidly. Moreover, as practicing managers have more thoroughly understood the importance and nature of their task, they have been able to contribute considerably to the growth of the knowledge. As the science has improved, so as the art of managing. Performance appraisal system process relates to this phenomena. Hence, the main challenge is in removing subjectivity. Knowledge should be operational. You should not go completely theoretically. So it must be for reality, since managing as an art requires the use of knowledge to solve real problems, to develop operating systems and environments in which people can perform. It must always be remembered that the reality with which a manager must deal is always tomorrow. Reality is always a moving target. Hence, the main managerial maxim will be either get updated or outdated. Every manager will be faced with requirements and opportunities for improvement and for an intellectual approach to manage appraisal system. What's need to be studied is managerial obsolescence. So, the main principles to be remembered will be assurance of objectivity, future directed controls, efficiency of controls, and reflection of plans. So, being a manager, we should not go totally theoretically. We should always apply the practical knowledge wherever is required, whenever is required. So we have to continuously upgrade ourselves. So if we are not updating or upgrading ourselves, we should treat ourselves as outdated. And then the main challenge is in removing subjectivity. As I mentioned, we should be very practical. And we should also consider being a manager about the cultural factors, leadership, motivation, and understanding of people individually and at group level even. So all these factors includes to be successful as a manager, whatever is the role. even if you are a gardener, or if you are a software engineer, or if you are a construction supervisor, whatever it may be, you are managing something. So people will be always getting instructions from you. So you are leading a team over there. So it is an art to manage the people. So you cannot rely on one kind of theory or decade back principles even. So the currently, if you are dealing with few type of people, you should understand their mental ability and how far they can speed up their process and give you the progress. So based upon their work activities and their cultural factors and their even other needs also should be considered while you are dealing with group of people. So being a leader is not a type of objective process. Here, being a human will be helpful more than a person who deals in an objective way always. So let's understand many theories are saying that being a manager, you should be able to give the targets. At the same time, you must make them understand the result which you are expecting from them. And the instructions whichever you are giving should be in an easy way or in an understandable way. So create awareness. To create awareness, first being a manager, we should have awareness about the work we are doing and what about the targets we are preparing for our team and the deadlines we are preparing and the expecting results also we should make it clear. And we should divide the work in such a way that the people who are receiving it should not feel like it is a overburden way, like a mother assist or a mother assigns actually some work to her children, whether it can be gardening or it can be some cleaning chores, whatever it may be. So being a manager, you should treat your team as a mentor rather than really managing the things. Here you are managing the people. This quality is known as initiative plus. So they do not need push. They themselves know that they have to manage the things but not the people, and they have to manage the people but not the things. So whenever whatever is applicable, they have to immediately change the things to be happen, and they should be more flexible. And also they always should gain more knowledge through education, training, consulting, magazines, books, research, etc. So by attending many workshops even, they can get lot of knowledge. So whatever the knowledge again they gain, they should not pour on somebody only from one group, one in the group. They have to assign it to everybody, and they make sure that everybody is getting equal work and equal instructions, and they are getting properly communicated, and they are also ready to receive the results. I mean, the work related results end of the day. By end of the day, you should be able to get that day's results even, so the proper reports even. So all these should be evaluated while we are assessing a manager again. So here the application process, which is called implementation, should be thoroughly checked by the manager, and he should make his team successful by following them as per their terms sometimes and as per his terms sometimes. Likewise, end of the day, he should be able to get it done. So getting things done should be the major role of the manager here. So slowly, if he is able to drive his team, irrespective of his age and irrespective of his work he is involving into, soon he can become, or he can upgrade himself, or he can go to any higher rank in his own organization, or at least he can expand his business. So we all strive for something in our lives. Even at the retirement period, we want to do something, some crucial thing, right? So we have to understand what we are really expecting from the things we are daily involving and how much time it will be taking. and what are the people we are dealing with and what they are expecting from us. So we have to understand very clearly, and we have to assign the work accordingly, and we should be able to get the things done. So the main thing is here whether we should be updated or outdated. So that's all for today. I think I made it very clear. And if you have any comments to suggest, please comment in the comment box. I'm always ready to uh, receive some type of feedback in a positive way or in a constructive feedback way. So I want to learn from you. You can definitely share your views and opinions and the further improvements. And please subscribe, comment, and share. So thanks a lot. See you in another next video. Bye bye.